Good afternoon, everybody. I hope you're having a wonderful Tuesday, and I want to welcome you to the SilverSilk and More channel. My name is Nilay Patel. I'm the owner, designer, and educator here at SilverSilk and More, bringing you guys fun ideas, tutorials, patterns, all the neat stuff that SilverSilk can possibly bring to your creative life. This is our roundup session, which means I get to chat directly with you guys. For those of us that are tuning in live, be sure to pop on the chat and say hi. And I just wanted to kind of pop on and see how everyone's doing and make a couple quick announcements and talk about some product that I've been knitting and just do a quick little tutorial because I had some stuff out here set aside that I think I planned for one of my regular formal tutorials and never ended up finishing because, of course, I got distracted. But that's okay. That happens, and I get to make it live with you guys now instead. So, some quick announcements. This week, I've got the Jesse James Beads Camp coming up. My class, which will be unfortunately, a private class for everyone out there, won't be able to attend that one. But if you did sign up for the summer camp for Jesse James Beads, then I will be seeing you guys on Friday. I will be tuning in the background, at least, to also make many of the designs that the other instructors are teaching. I am looking forward to this. This is going to be so much fun. I always have such a great time in the land of Jesse James Beads. And I think we're going to end up doing a winter workshop together in November as well. So I don't have much details on that right now since it's just in the pre-planning phases, but I will be part of that somehow. So that'll be exciting. Next week is really not much going on, actually. But I will say in a couple weeks, as I'm looking at my calendar here, I have got the Softflex Customer Appreciation Workshop coming up. So for this, I thought that this would be a great opportunity to release my Antelope Canyon, which I can kind of flash it in here, my little mini TV, and show you guys that I'll show it up. I'll just show it up close. Who wants to be on my face for too long, right? The Antelope Canyon Mystery Kit. I'm really excited about this. I love this fall themed palette. It really is inspired by the dark hues of antique copper. So you'll see a lot of that in the kit. This kit is a little bit of a different price tier point for it because I have included a lot more supplies in it just because I could. And, that sort of has to reflect on a price that makes sense for it. But there are 3 different knitted wires and a few different findings and some memory wire, some craft wire. There's a lot of stuff in here. So I would definitely grab it if I were you guys and then tune in with me and Miss Kristen from Softflex Wire on September 16th. This is going to be a public class, so you'll see my face everywhere. And I've got, I think, about 60% of kits left. Many have sold out already and are continuing to as I just launched this and haven't really talked about it. But again, just a beautiful fall palette, and we're getting ready for that season as summer is slowly fading away. It's still really hot outside, don't get me wrong, and I think it's still going to be hot for a little while longer, maybe even through fall like it was in years past. So, but I'm kind of ready. I'm kind of ready to fall into that warm palette, pun intended. So this is going to be an excellent kit to pick up. As far as what I've been doing on the background, I've been doing a lot of orders and packaging those out to you guys. I've also been knitting a lot of stuff and stuff that I've been out of, and a couple new things. Well, really one big new thing, which is this lapis colored pipe chain, which is this beautiful blue silicone tubing that has the dark blue wire that's been knitted over it. This is quite lush, and I think that's just one of the great words that can describe it. If you are unfamiliar with what pipe chain is, it is a silicone tubing that has a 1 millimeter, 1.5 millimeter opening that you can string beading wire or craft wire, memory wire, leather cord if it's under 1 millimeter through this chain and really create anything you want with it. And you can cut it anywhere without it fraying or unraveling from the tubing. If you do have a silicone allergy, then this is probably not a good thing for you to work with, and you might just kind of go back to the regular chains that I carry. But I will say that there so far has been great reception with this particular type of product, and you guys are out there creating really cool stuff with it. So keep posting to the Silkies group as I get inspired and more tutorial ideas. And I think everyone out there also just learns from our beautiful little group, which you can see there in the corner below me. So anyway, this is some new stuff, and I've been kind of testing it out, and I'm going to put it into fuller production a little bit later. I just had some blue tubing and decided to knit with it. And finally, I did get my dark blue wire back, so I had to make a couple different chains with it. Of course, I've got Storm back, which is a gunmetal ball chain core with dark blue wire that's been knitted over it. Love this stuff. I don't think I can have enough of it, and it just goes so well with everything. You can dress it up, you can dress it down, you can add as much glamour and pizzazz to it, or you can go more that earthy route pretty easily, just because of the color combination. So I think this stuff is pretty awesome. I think I showed you guys before the blue. Actually, this is Storm Pearlesque chain, which is the same stuff as this, essentially, right? But it's got a tinsel that runs inside of it. So it's got a rainbow sparkle. It does affect the color a little bit because you could see it's not completely as dark as the Storm color normally is. But that tinsel really does elevate the color into something that is very shiny and pearlescent in its look. But it's really super, I think it's just a really glamorous material, very high end, if you will. What else have I been knitting? I've got, of course, the River color, which is a silver ball chain inside of the dark blue wire. And that's just a nice, brighter color of dark blue that you can get from the collection. I've got, regular black pearlesque chain. This stuff is really, really versatile. I think the pearlesque chain, and especially the black, you could just really use it for anything, and it's going to add that pop and shine no matter where you use it, whether it's with different color findings, if you want to mix your metals, or if you want to stay to the silver or even just dark rhodium colors. It is beautiful. Let's see. I should be reading some of these comments and I haven't. Oh, Susie is saying all things turquoise are so popular right now. I agree. I think turquoise is one of those materials and stone colors that really never can go wrong. You can't go wrong with it. It can work in any season, just depending on what other colors you pair it with. And I think it'd be a great transition color. And blue is just such an easy color to wear, right? But I think it's just an easy color to transition into fall with. All right. So, I don't know if I've shown you guys this. I know many of you continue to order this one, which is the Starry Night, but I never really get to show it off in person. This is gold ball chain that is inside of black knitted wire. Love this stuff. I think this adds just a nice glamour to any sort of piece that you might be looking for. I've paired it a lot with tiara cast components. Their particular gold finish that they use on their charms and components just match so well with this. I really like this. I haven't found many uses personally to make with it. I need to make some more. I need to make an effort on finding some more design styles with this. Rochelle is asking, or is it Rachel? I need to know the pronunciation. Nile, how would you get one or more of those silver end caps like the ones in the Romance in Rome and Earthy kits? Silver end caps. I believe I have those in stock right now. Just hit up silversilkonline.com and you'll want to check out the findings section of the website. There you'll find the entire 12 set collection of findings that I carry. So if you click on one, you'll find that it's first the silver picture, but you'll see that there are 6 different colors ranges within the one type of finding. So I would definitely check that out. It is Rochelle, like Michelle, but Rochelle. That is beautiful. I love it. So I guess I had it right, hopefully the first time. But it's a good thing that I asked because many folks get my name incorrect, but I just give them a little like gesture, right? So I'm saying like I point down to my knee and then I do this like laying action and then they get it instantly. Okay. Just a couple other pipe chains that I'm working on restocking is Bone. Love this stuff. It's just a very versatile, again, just a nice high-end grade of chain, for lack of better explanation. I think this is so easy to pair with a lot of stuff, including turquoise, which I've seen it before. But you do get that very ivory texture and finish to your design. So Bone, and I think a lot of the other chains that I have are just high grade chains. They just look so finished and polished and add that extra elevated look to your design. If that's if that is what you are looking for. This is the aquamarine, beautiful blue color. This is actually, I think, one of the most popular colors of pipe chain, which I would have never guessed within my collection of stuff. I think many times, at least like many of my customers probably have one of these, but it's such an easy color to work with, so beautiful. It pairs well with the other pipe chains, including that beautiful lapis color now too. And hey, if you wanted to hit up Bone with it, you got a great nautical theme there. So let's see. Oh, Alina's asking a great question. Are you going to get more of those patina cones? Those I do have, but they will be exclusive to the pop-up shop that will happen during the Great Beat Extravaganza event. So if you are not on my mailing list or my text notifications, please do hop on there and get subscribed for notifications. There you will you'll be the first to know if there is anything going on in the land of SilverSilk as far as sales and other shenanigans go, as they say. Right. So, okay. I wanted to put together a quick little design with you guys, and I thought of something very wacky and very fun because I was inspired by duotones of things, and I thought, you know what? I've never made a black and white necklace before. Where would I wear this? I have no idea, but it might be kind of fun to make anyway, right? So I'm just going to do it. I have these wonderful components. Some of it is from TierraCast, and some of it is from JJB. Some of it is from me. But I thought, I could just like kind of do some stuff here. I don't really remember how I had this fashioned actually. So we're going to make some stuff up as we go along. So how do we want to do this? Do we want to use the black on black, or do we use the black on white and reverse it with our silver findings? So these are the end caps that I think one of our friends here, Rochelle, was talking about. And if you do not like mixing metals, like I think this video is going to trigger you for sure. But if you are a fan of mixing metals, then maybe this might be kind of fun for you guys to try out and see how it goes for you. I have all these jump rings. I think that's how I intended on connecting some of this stuff. But again, it's one of those things that I don't really quite remember how I had it together. Maybe I had it like this. It's kind of pretty like that. Okay, so let's see. I have these faceted black 3mm beads that I think might be kind of a fun use in this case. And I might try and actually combine it in here. And I made a little tassel a while ago. So I took a cone and I just sewed some seed beads back and forth through it. and connected it with a little jump ring. And this jump ring, as well as some of these other ones, are from the SilverSilk store, and they have the same coating as my findings do, so that there is a very specific matching coordination that happens with these findings. Anita says, I like mixing metals. And y'all give some waves to Joan. She's helping me in the background here, posting links and stuff, and she is just a bright star, as well as Teresa and Greta. I don't know if their names popped in earlier, but if they are here, they are also a wonderful welcoming committee to the SilverSilk Silkies Facebook group. Okay, so I don't know. I'm just going to go with this. Like, just going to see what happens, because I don't know. And if this is too much, maybe mixing metals isn't for you guys, but I'm kind of feeling a little dangerous today, so I'm going to go for it. I'm just going to clip off my ends here to give myself a nice finished end. Sometimes there are little wire bits that kind of tend to hang out at the ends, and I just pluck those little guys off. Very easy to do. Okay, that looks pretty good. Those little wire bits get into the way of crimping, and so I like to definitely take those off. Oh, I was going to grab my chain nose pliers, and I'm just going to open up my end cap a little bit. A couple millimeters makes a huge difference. So again, you can go with the silver on the white, which you could see what that looks like here. Or you can be daring and naughty and go with the black or dark rhodium end cap on the white, since we're really mixing stuff up here. And I'm going to use a pair of pliers, which these really need to be I need to take the coating off and reapply it. I was looking at it because I use Tool Magic, right? So it's a product that rubberizes the tips of my pliers, so that whenever I go to crimp this, I simply just press it down, and it makes it super comfortable and easy while protecting the finding from any scarring or abrasions that happen. But my stuff is peeling off because I feel like this particular set of pliers that has this coating has seen better days. So I think I just need to recoat it in some new stuff, in some new Tool Magic. Okay, I'm going to do the same thing to the other side, but the thing I want to make sure is that my end cap here faces the same direction as on the other side. So just go ahead and open that up a little bit more again. And then I want to make sure that my end cap is facing the same direction, so that whenever I kind of stretch this out, you see how this lays flat on my surface, but also the logo is not sticking face up. So they are on the other side, but you know, you don't want your finding to be topsy-turvy or spinning on you while you're wearing it. So it's good to kind of just lay it down and see how it goes, and let it tell you where it wants to be crimped, and then follow suit with the other side. So I'll just go and do the same thing to this side. Looks like I've got a pretty clean cut there, so I'll simply just stick in my finding. Looks like I might need to open it up just a bit. There we go. Okay, simply just shove it in. I love these findings a lot. They've got little teeth inside that grasp onto ball chain, so you don't need glue to make them work. You simply just need the right pair of pliers that's not going to scratch your finding. Okay, there we go. Sometimes you could just shake those little bits off, and sometimes not. It just depends on how it's cut and stuff. Okay, let's go ahead and push that right in, hold it in place, and just give it a good squeeze. Perfect. Alrighty. So I have that in place now, and what I think I want to do, I'm really trying to decide how I want this to work, because I want my stuff to kind of line up there in the center, but then do I want it to be attached to this? So let me do this first. I've got this great rose bead from Jesse James Beads, and it has little holes inside of it. in between the roses. And I thought this would be an excellent place to attach a little jump ring just by stringing it right through, right? And I'm going to use a pair of round nose pliers to help me attach this. But what I'm thinking is that this is not going to attach without a couple other jump rings to make that work. But let me attach this jump ring to the bottom and see if that's what I want to do. Like I said, I kind of set this out with a plan in mind, and then kind of have to figure it out with my materials here. Okay, so in theory, if we attach those two up there, then maybe I might have enough jump rings after all. So I think that's maybe how I intended it to be. Not on one side, not the other. Now I could just hang this down here and kind of have this up here. Ooh, I like that. Okay, I think I got it now. So I'm going to attach this with another jump ring to my findings here. Oops, didn't open it up quite enough. And I think I just realized also that I need more jump rings to attach my findings at the end, but we'll see. Or you know what? I wonder if I could just attach it directly instead of using too many jump rings, because I really want it to be integrated with my design here. We could always add them in later too. That's not a big deal. Okay, do we do that? Let's just see. Today's all about experimenting, right? I'm not taking this too seriously. Okay, let me do that for now. And this will attach to that. And I think I can use a jump ring to attach those two together. And that'll attach down here. So I need to do something with these really cool beads, right? So I actually have some wire set aside. And this is 26 gauge in black, just so it can match my palette that I'm working with here. So I'm just going to grab some wire, and I'm thinking if I wire wrap some of these beads with it to fill up the inside of my circle, that might be kind of cool, right? So what I'm thinking is if I wrap this around, I'm going to start with the center and then work my way out. Okay, let's string on a few of these and see where we land. Again, these are just kind of a matte black finish, 3mm beads, check glass beads. So that might work. I don't think I can fit another one in, but that's all right. Okay, I'm just gonna wrap this back around. And I could go on the outside too if I wanted, but I was really thinking that it would be kind of neat to fill up the inside of it. Okay, hair getting in the way. Oops. Looks like I didn't quite trim enough. Okay, same thing with this side. I think I could just kind of wrap it in and kind of squeeze all this stuff together. What I really like about this wire, it's so soft and easy to work with, very pliable. As long as you have a few different, excuse me, as long as you have a few coils there, it'll hold pretty sturdy. Okay, I think I'm gonna do another one below it. I really should not do it that way. Let's see. I'll go in. There we go. I was trying to make sure I come out on top this time. Okay. And then kind of squeeze that together. And now I can add maybe 3 more at the bottom there. 1, 2, 3. of gives a fun little design element. Okay, we'll just go ahead and wrap this in again. 1, 2, 3. All right. And I believe I lost a bead somewhere because I should have 3, but that's okay. We'll just improvise here and call this a nice little component that has a black solid line running through it, right? And also we need some space down there to connect stuff together anyway. So it kind of worked out. Okay, so I'm thinking now I could probably just connect all this stuff together. See where we land. It's easy. It's an easy day. It's an easy day and it's an easy project, and I'm not sad about it. I just want to make sure that my stuff is attached correctly because you could see that my jump ring didn't quite line up. So I'm going to wiggle it back and forth until it's sitting correctly. And then I'm going to open up, actually I'll open up this one. And you could see that whenever I'm putting this together, because I'm really celebrating that black and white finish or metals and stuff, that you know, it's not matchy-matchy. I'm using this sort of duotone everywhere that I possibly can do and make it work. I don't think I made sense with that, but I'm trying to basically say that mixing the metals and jump rings and stuff is really like celebrated for this design. So now, even this tassel, I've used a white seed bead with a dark rhodium tassel, a dark rhodium cone, and a dark rhodium jump ring, and I'm attaching it to a silver metal. So to me, like, the combination just works out so well, and it makes it so cohesive in its design. And you know what? I'm also needing to attach my clasp now. I haven't really seen 2 different chains used in the same design before. That's like very new to me. But if you guys have anything in your jewelry piece, your wardrobe that kind of has the same thing, it'd be fun to share and see. Or if you've never done it before, and maybe challenging yourself to see if you can make a successful piece here. Something really bespoke and fashiony. There we go. Just easy. It was an easy design, but it you know, technique-wise, there's not much to it because it's just putting stuff together, right? But where you can really be a trendsetter is just finding unique ways to mix stuff together. And in this case, the black and the white, the silver and dark rhodium are just working so beautifully together that I don't know, it just does something for it. It's like, I don't know, it reminds me of a lot of things like Cruella de Vil's hair, or even the Dalmatians that are in the movie. Just other black and white things, polka dots, stuff like that. So I thought it was a delightful design, and I hope you guys enjoyed it. Sue says, I like this. Reminds me of a Harlequin. Yes, for sure. For sure. Mimi's always so sweet. From Jupiter, Florida. My friend from Jupiter, Florida is so fantastic, so chic. Isn't there like a black and white store? I feel like there's a black and white fashion store that was in one of our shopping places around here, and I can't remember what it's called. But anyway, I'm going to flip back through to see if I find any quick questions. Oh, Sue says, I have those rose beads in different colors and love them. I do too. I have collected a lot of beads over the years, but that one definitely made it to my top pile of must hoard. Oh, the black, yes, black and white is the store name. Of course, because of course it is. And it's a black, let's see, we have Anita saying Black Market White House. Yes. Awesome. Well, that was pretty much it for my tutorial. So Cindy is asking, how do you have to clean the tool before you reapply the tool magic? You know what I think I'm going to do is I'm just going to scrape it off with a X-Acto to the best of my ability with this particular set of pliers. I think I could even just peel it off, in fact, because it's at a point where I've used it so much that I could just literally peel it right off. And you could probably just take a damp cloth and not worry too much about it. You see how well that just peeled off? It's so clean. Love this stuff. So like when I'm ready to reapply it, there's not much else I have to do to it. I just dip it in the stuff and pretty much on the go. I think on this one, because I didn't have anything to kind of, well, I might actually if I just do it off the side. I do, by the way, coat it twice. So dip it once, wait 24 hours. Sadly, you won't be able to make jewelry if you are using these for your findings. There we go. Just get a whole new set here. And then dip it again and wait 24 more hours and you get a pretty good long-lasting coating for time. So I'm excited. I've got an activity now that I can do because I'm just going to coat that, recoat these with my tool magic. It'll be like a brand new pair of pliers. All right. So Susie is asking, oh, it's already highlighted. Any plans for rose gold in the future? Rose gold over any blue would be gorgeous. For that, I would point you to copper. That is about as rose gold as you can get. And in fact, might pair copper with that lapis pipe chain now that I'm looking at it. It would be really gorgeous together. Or even the storm. Ooh. I got my imagination running wild over here. That would be super fun. But I had a solid copper interior ball chain with a copper colored wire that's been knitted over it, and many of you picked that up too. It's a beautiful rose gold finish. And I think the most rose gold wire that you could possibly have. All right. You know what, though? I am missing shimmering copper in my collection, so I need to... I'm actually in the middle of auditing my capture chains because I'm trying to figure out which colors I want to keep and dispose. But copper is not going away, or rose gold in this case, as another color. So I need to make more of it. So I'll be going back to my knitting machine here shortly. Oh, many of you saying the copper and the storm would be gorgeous. I fully agree. I think those two would be so, so nice together. Kathy is asking, when you first dip, it seems like there will be too thick, but then when it dries, it's perfect. Mine is a bit old. Yeah, that's very true, Kathy. It does look like it's gonna be a thick application, but it ends up being pretty small when it shrinks down after it's dried off a little bit. That's why I dip it twice, just to give myself some extra padding. So is a pipe chain the only one that you can use for memory wire? In my line of SilverSilks, kind of. The answer is sort of. So you can use pipe chain with memory wire. You can also use the hollow mesh. If you string your memory wire with 3mm beads first, and then string the hollow mesh over it. There's a tutorial on my YouTube channel that I made sort of a bee-inspired bracelet. It's a honey-colored bracelet that has bee charms on it. You can find the tutorial on my YouTube channel, and there I've demonstrated how to use hollow mesh with memory wire. It's a great tutorial. All right, my loves out there in the land of SilverSilk, social media, and YouTube. I think I have to hop onto a Great Bead Extravaganza meeting with my TGBE peeps, where we plan all the stuff for you guys, all the bead events and whatnot. So I'm going to leave you guys hopefully inspired, innovative thinking, forward thinking with your jewelry design. And you can see I've got quite a mess behind me. It's not pretty. It's because I've been packing stuff. And I'm very self-conscientious about my background there. But anyway, I just thank you so much for popping in and saying hi and letting me know how you guys are doing. And I guess I'll just chat with you more in the Silkies group as well as the next tutorial that we do. Don't forget to sign up for my text notifications if you haven't already, and you won't miss these tutorials while they're happening live. I hope you were able to catch Stephanie Reese's tutorial earlier today. Brilliant earrings. It's now posted over on the YouTube channel, and it's another use for hollow mesh that is just, it blows my mind. She's such a creative designer, and I hope you will also follow her on her channels, which is noted in the YouTube video that was posted earlier today. All right, I will catch you guys again soon. Love all of you so much. Big hugs out there, and I'll just see you in the Silkies group. All right.